Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Droylsden game. Today we're setting up to face Heaton Stannington. I believe that's how it's said. They come from the northeast. They're a very, very good team. I believe 2 divisions above us in the football pyramid. So we're ahead for a really good game, to be honest. It's a real test for the lads. The management team, after the 2-2 draw against Stockport Georgians, have been working really hard. They've cut the team down even more. And there's going to be a few tactical changes that you'll notice from our first 2 games. In fact, today we're switching to a 3 at the back. You'll hear some words on that decision later on in the post-match interview from Dave Pace. Once again, today we had a really, really good turnout. You know, the first game against Trevor Paddock, we had about 2,000, which was way beyond expectations. And the subsequent games against Stockport Georgians have been absolutely insane. And we can't thank you enough for that, because it helps us push the club forward, keep us afloat, and push us towards our aims and our goals, really. Starting lineup for the game is quite a strong one. Obviously, we've cut the squad down even more, thanks to the management team. So in net, we're starting with Leach, who's a goalkeeper that's come in, performed really well in this match, to be honest. He's come in on a trial basis. The back 3, we've got Joyce, McCannon, and Cunningham, with a midfield of Fenton, Rick, Walter, and Warburton. Then up top, we've got Akko, Fitzgerald, and Jax. So as the game kicked off, it was pretty much Heaton were on top for long portions of the game. We gave away quite a few kind of cynical fouls. I think it was just the lads trying to grow into the game, really. This clip doesn't really do it justice, but the wind was really quite strong. Obviously, the keeper kicking it was going all the way to the other keeper. And it was against us in this half, which was quite difficult to deal with, especially when we were trying to play long balls. That play's running through here. He's going to play the cross ball. He shoots, and honestly, he probably should have done better there, the Heaton player. Not the greatest of finishes for them, but it looked like keeper had it handled. Management not too happy there. Got the ball on the other side of the field. We're going to bring it in a little bit more centrally. Back to the ball playing defenders here. And as you can see, we're really struggling to get it through the midfield. We're playing around, as you can hear Rayon shouting there, we're playing around the back line quite a lot to try and bring it forward. We ended up giving away another quite cynical foul on the edge of the box. Unfortunately, I've lost the clip of the actual foul. They do have quite a lot of big players, as you'll be able to see here. But they also have a lot of quick, nippy players that just managed to get to the second ball before us, really. So they're going to whip this free kick in. It's a low one. It's bobbling. Do you know what? It's them ones there that you just absolutely hate. Because when it's low and it's coming with pace, all it takes is one nick, whether it's your player or not. It can end up in the back of the net. Really dangerous delivery. Gone for a bit of a throw. Looks like a bit of a routine there. It's hit back. Our midfielder, I believe that's Lee Rick, makes the mistake. Oh, and it's just wide. It's really unfortunate there. You could see he was stretching for it, but he really struggled to get there. Got a throw in just over the halfway line now. Play it over to the left winger. He's going to cut back into the midfield. He's done well here to keep the ball. He plays it through. Again, a bit of a lackluster shot. He was stretching for it. It looked like he overran it a little bit. But it was good to get a few attempts in, rather than just being a complete shutout from Heaton. We're on the ball now. Moving it forward. We're going to whip the ball in. Just too much of a floater, really. We did end up having quite an early penalty scare here as Kyle Went in, I would say, for a fair challenge, but to be fair to the Heaton player, you know, he wasn't rolling about for it. But I'll tell you, on the sideline, a few of us had a bit of a gasp thinking the ref might have given it. Thankfully, he didn't. So we managed to get an interception at the back. I believe that's Kyle again. We're going to play it through. So Rick's on the ball now, and he's going to go back to Kyle. He's going to play it into the midfield. Fortunately, we get dispossessed and a little bit lazy to try and recover there, but thankfully we managed to put off their attacker before he can set his feet, really. You can see here again in the clip, it's one of the times that we actually did manage to break through the midfield, but it's just every single time we get on the ball in the midfield, we seem to be getting overpowered. But here, AJ gets onto the ball and he's running forward. He was really, really good this match. He's cut it inside and he just really did not connect well with our ball. But to be honest, AJ did this a lot in the game. He played very, very well. We got a deep free kick here. I believe it's Lee on the ball. This must be our designated free kick taker, especially when it's deep. He's got a bit more experience on his shoulders. Gonna whip in a bit of a floater. Just a little bit too much. You can tell they were going to try and head it back across goal, but it was just a little bit too high. Stretching just a bit too much. Now running forward now with the ball. Playing it out onto the left wing. A few step overs, and he's cut out and back in, and back out again. He's done well there to retain the ball. He's going to play it to the free man in the centre. He's going to whip it in again. Oh! When you've got two men coming like that, honestly, the keeper's done very, very well there. Doesn't know whether to come or go. He's done well and collected it in the end. Strike, and it's a good save. Like I said earlier, the keeper's done really, really well, Leach. He had a really, really good game. And we're going to break from it. Lewis is running through. He's decided to leave it. And it's just been cut out. Really think Lewis should have carried on with that rather than leaving it to the open man. Unfortunate. Poor decision. They've got possession on the edge of our box. Again, it just honestly felt like the entire game that's where they were. They're going to try the crossfield. You can see it was held up by the wind, but it's with their number 7 now. He's going to cut back inside. Is he going to strike it? He's going to cut back out. Tricky feet, this one. He's going to strike it. Just dribbles out wide. We've got the ball now. And we're going to play a long diag, which is held up really well. Lewis is on the ball now. He's going to look for the cheeky little lob through to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald strikes it. Whew. That was close. Close from the big man up top. Got a deep free kick here. Just chatting to Aeon and the manager to see what he wants him to do with it. It's got a nice little floater. Not really got much traction on it, but we won the second ball. Bit of a snatch on the shot there. And that's half time. Coming into the half-time, I think a lot of the people around the ground, myself included, we really thought, you know, we've had a few good chances, but it's a lot of it in terms of their possession and their dominance in the midfield, really. We just needed to be a little bit more clinical with the passes. You know, there was one or two times where you could see we were going to try and split the defence and make a bit of a diagonal pass, and it just really was not working out. So we can only hope in the second half that, you know, we became a little bit more clinical, held the ball a bit better, and were able to generate something in the final third. From the ball again here as we start the second half. Comes from the left to the centre to the right. Their transitions from sides of the pitches was honestly really, really good. So then number 8 now, who's going to play it infield. He's going to take a strike, the number 11. Good save by the keeper, just to parry it out wide. Coming down for our attack. It's out on the right. We're going to whip it in. It's cleared away. And they're going to get on the counter here. No, we're going to win it back. That was really good. Athletic. It comes to Fitzgerald. Oh, it looks like he didn't think the ball's going to come to him. He just was not ready for that. They've got another free kick out on the right. They're going to whip it in. Good technique, but really, not enough runners to get onto the end of that. Great chance again from the fans. The ball's coming through straight from the goal kick. Owen's done well to head it, but he's going to be able to get it clear. He isn't, but then he's come to AJ. Loses it, unfortunately. Then Alvarez running through. He's gone straight through. Great save by the keeper. And it's headed over. There was a little bit of a worry coming on here with this lad that went down, but Brad and the physios were on straight away, and he's all good. Turnover here. Again, like we said, we just really struggled to retain possession in this game. He's going to kit in and out and in and out. And he's going to play it across. He's going to shoot, keeper saves it. And we just can't get back in time. And that is 1-0 to Heaton. Really unfortunate. Especially for the goalkeeper who played so well. Ball comes to the centre. Again, another turnover. This is what I was saying at half-time. We just were not clinical with our passing in midfield. We're getting intercepted left, right and centre. Number 11 is going to cut in. They loved cutting in this game. We do manage to somewhat deal with it, but then just a little flick header. No problems for the goalkeeper. They've got a throw in now on the left side. Quite a deep throw into the box. We've managed to get the turnover for once. On the second ball, we're breaking now. But he's just been out of strength there. And the turnover comes back. He's going to take a long strike. Settle it over the bar. And that brings us to the end of the game. Again, we still yet to get our first win since returning. It is quite unfortunate, as we've had some tough opponents. You know, there's been some pros, some cons. We've been okay, but like we say, you know, we're always looking for that extra gear to go into, and you'll hear from Dave in a minute and just how we think we're gonna do that. Just a bit of a clip now. Some view on the pitch. I mean, you can hear the fans in the background still singing for Droylsden. It's something that you won't find at many other clubs this size. It really is a special, special club to be at. Anyway, that does bring us to the end of the matchday coverage. Droylsden 0, Heaton Stannington 1. And now I'll pass you over to the manager, Dave Pace, to hear what his thoughts on the game were. Right, Dave, not the result we wanted, but how do you feel about the game?
Listen, it's a pre-season. I thought we played better second half, and obviously give the goal away. It was a mistake that we played this pre-season, to be quite honest. So I'm happy the way things go. Obviously, I'm still swapping and changing and seeing things. Need an end product, you all know that, but we can work on that, work on our shape a little bit more now, and obviously try and get the right results before the season starts.
We switched to a 3 at the back today. Is that something you've been wanting to try for a while with this group?
We were sort of forced into that a little bit because we wasn't quite handling the fullbacks who was pressing on, so we needed to change for 3, and then we put 5 across the middle to stop their fullbacks getting out. So we adjusted a little bit to them. I don't like doing that because I like dictating. I don't like getting dictated to, but we had to do that, and I think it worked. And but it's not something that I don't know. We'll work on it. We'll see.
Final pre-season game against AFC Crew coming up. Yeah. Any thoughts in the build-up to that?
No, we'll just try and lads out we've probably not seen, and just work on it and just do what we've been doing.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.